Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. A few people have asked me if anyone is ever afraid of me, when they come here for a reading or when they meet me and find out I'm a medium. And I have to say that that's happened a few times. I don't think they're really afraid of me. Well, maybe they are, but, when you go out to some of these psychics, you walk into their offices or their places, and they have giant statues of, a 10 feet tall Jesus or big posters of angels all over the room. And they make you feel like you need protection and you're in a protected place, So I try to keep my center very light and airy. I have a beautiful portrait which was hand painted. The original was hand painted. I have a G clay, it's called, which looks just like the original of Jesus. Noreen Heck, who's a wonderful artist, and she donated this picture to the center, understanding that a lot of my parents that come here find comfort and peace in that picture. So I have that picture hanging, so when you come through the door you see the picture, and I keep soft lighting and I keep nice music on, and I try to keep things around that are pretty, because I don't want to have my place decorated like the psychics out there. So I've had a few people through the years come in, and one woman in particular, she came in, she was absolutely terrified. And when she finally sat down, she started to dry heave, and I said, "Are you sick? What's wrong?" She was just terrified. So I got up and I blew out the candle and I put the overhead lights on, and we chatted. We chatted for about a good 45 minutes before I even started the reading. By the time the reading actually started, we were laughing, and she said, "Oh my God, I feel so foolish." And, I just try to put her at ease, which I do with everybody, but this poor woman didn't even give me the chance to do that. And the way I try to put everybody at ease is by removing all the myths and fears connected with what we do. There's so much damage out there because there's so many charlatans out there doing this that we are always on damage control. True spiritual evidential mediums are always on damage control. So this night I was on damage control. But she did have a clear understanding of how this really works. She certainly understands the difference now. And this woman in particular would go from psychic to psychic to psychic. And I'd say, "Why do you go to these people when they terrify you?" And she said, "Well, I really don't know. But, I like to know these things." And, I made her understand that nothing told to you about the future can be validated. Nothing can be proven. You need to go to somebody who can give you information that's going on right now. And that's why I say the difference between true evidential psychics are if you go to a reputable psychic and they can tell you something about the past that you can validate, something that's going on in your future that you can validate, only then should you ever listen to anything they have to say going forward about the future. I do not do psychic readings. I believe the future should unfold in a natural manner, but that's me. There's a lot of people out there that like guidance. So if you want guidance, and there's no one else that you feel you can go to, and you want to look, you want the guidance of a psychic, then please look for a good psychic, a good spiritual, evidential psychic. Know the difference, okay? But yes, there have been a few that have been frightened when they came here, but they always leave here with a clear understanding of how this works. They no longer fear it. I help them to understand that only good energies exist on the other side, and that I am not a powerful person. When the reading's over, I'm going to go back to my normal life just like you do. I eat the same as you do. I watch TV the same as you do. I walk like you do. I talk like you do. I'm no different than anybody else. Difference is my prayer life and my meditation life is strong. It's the only difference, okay? And yours can be too. So she did have a good reading, but yeah, there are people that are afraid only because of the charlatans that are out there. So we are on damage control, but thankfully I'm always able to bring them back on the right path and bring them to the light, so to speak. Okay? So I hope that answers your question, and as always, I leave you in God's love and light.